So thanks for joining us for another session with Dorset Catchers. This time I bring you to the South West CARPERS social event on Big Hayes. So I'm quite excited for this one. I've been waiting for it for a little while because I'm not just marshalling the event, I'm fishing it instead. So I'm quite excited to fish this. We done the watercraft draw already and we're quite lucky. We were halfway through with our names being pulled out, and thankfully our main swim we wanted to fish hadn't been taken, so we managed to bag that one. Well, we picked swim 9 on the watercraft, so we're looking forward to fishing this one because it's the swim I've been wanting to fish for a long time, on Big Hayes as well. So we have been lucky. Aiden's had a take already. The rod's only been out for probably an hour, and unfortunately he didn't hook it. I've just finished getting my rods ready and getting my rods out, so we don't know whether they'll go straight away. They might not, but hopefully we don't blank. I shouldn't have thought we will, but like we said, it's practically a run squat compared to what we normally fish. We'll try and show you some of the fish if we do catch, and I'll go on to the bait next and show you what you think of what I'm using. Not just that, it's different. It's not what I normally use because we're fishing a different venue. I'm not fishing Park Cool, so I'll quickly show you what I'm using. So basically this is the bait I'm using. It's got the mainline sail, it's also got live system 10mm, it's got some live system 15mm, and it's also got some dumbbells in it, as well as the I think this is 11mm pellet. This is the Todber Manor own pellet. So it's a simple mix. It's also got a little bit of live system glug. That's why it looks a little bit wet. So as we're both going to be fishing 4 rods, we're using the Quarter Intelligent back leads. So like I said, it keeps the lines pinned to the ground. If we see a fish, we don't have to reel our rods in either. Aiden's still got 1 rod to put out. And like I said, he was a bit shook off because obviously he had a run and he didn't pick it up with the first rod whilst he was setting the second. So it took him a little while to sort him out again. The places I'm fishing is up against tight to the island up here. Well, not that tight, not really, because the water's low. I didn't want to get too tight because I wasn't too sure how close the fish could get. So like I said, I've come back probably a couple foot. It might be risky coming back, but I don't know. We'll see the results later on. So after the weather last night, I did manage to pull 1 more fish out. It's £23.12. I'll show you the photo in a minute. And obviously we had the bad weather last night. It was quite frustrating because we're trying to PVA bag it and it doesn't really work in the rain, as you know. Like I said, I'm fishing against the edge of the island. By the time I hit the island, the PVA bag's almost bloody melted anyway. Like I said, it's a different morning this morning. The sun's out, the clouds are sort of going away, and it's a completely different atmosphere, which helps dramatically for the fishing. But obviously the only thing with the rain is the low pressure. It does help. Like I said, I'll show you the picture of the fish, and I'll give you another update later on. We went on to catching 3 more fish between us, all of them being over £20. I got so caught up in the moment I forgot to vlog it. I shouldn't really mention about all the bream we just found, but here's the pictures of all the free carp we just caught. Aiden went on to catching another fish during the night. This is the closing video for the social. We've had quite a good weekend. We ended up with was it I've had 4 fish, Aidan had 3, so there's 7 between us. So that's not too bad, not really. Not for a session on big haze anyway. I'm quite happy with that. I casted a rod on a showing fish about half an hour before the session was up, and there's 2 minutes left. I was packing away everything. I'd literally just packed the pod away. I put the rods on the deck. I put the slings in the bag, and whilst I was putting the slings in the bag, that was it. The fish took off. So it's quite rewarding anyway to end up with that fish. So yeah, ended up with 4. Aidan had 3, so as a pair we work well together, so it'd be nice to fish with him, possibly in a qualifier. If not, definitely see more of him on the bank anyway, because we started fishing together a lot more often in socials down at Ringwood and Hightown and stuff like that. So it'd be nice to get him in a bit more. But no, we've had a really good crack. Everybody got along as your typical social. We're all laughing and joking with each other. There wasn't much stress at all in the air. So no, it's really good. It's very enjoyable. Anyway, we'll show you probably a picture of the fish that I just caught, and see you on the next vlog. Yeah, definitely.